Jai Hind children, this is the third part of the chapter Merchant of Venice. We had read in our earlier two parts, part 1 and part 2, about Prince of Aragon's arrival, about Portia, and we had also learned that what casket Prince of Aragon had chosen and what was the result, what was the consequence of that casket. Prince of Aragon had chosen silver casket, and silver casket was the incorrect casket because in place of Portia's portrait, what was there inside the casket? Portrait of a blinking idiot. Now, after getting that, he, of course, he was upset and is saying that do I deserve no more than a fool's head? Is that my talent? Is that my award? So he is speaking in this way. Let's see what happened after that. Start our class. This one we had done. Yes, we had done this one. Let's see what happened after that. Now Portia is saying, too often and judge are distinct offices and of opposed natures. Now Portia is saying when she saw that Prince of Aragon was also not able to choose the correct casket, and Prince of Aragon is repenting on his choice. Okay, and he is just saying again and again. See, here he was saying no again and again. Did I deserve no more? Is that my prize? Are my deserts no better? Means are my merits, are my or talent are not better than this? So when Portia saw that Prince of Aragon is just repenting on his choice, so she's saying that you have done the mistake and you are becoming a judge also. No, these are two different people's work. To offend means whenever we do a crime, that is offend. To judge someone who does a crime means a criminal is different and judge is different. So you are just like a criminal means you have done an offense, you have chosen the incorrect casket and you are becoming judge also. How will you become the judge? You cannot become the judge because you have not chosen the correct casket. Now why are you saying that I have only so much talent and do I deserve no more than this? Why are you saying these all things? These all things should be told by me or by another person. So, whatever you have chosen, I will judge that what is your talent, how much intelligent you are. So, to offend and judge are distinct offices means these two are different people's work and of opposed natures. Of course, it is of opposed nature. Someone who is a criminal cannot be a judge. Someone who is a judge cannot be a criminal. These two are different work, okay, performed by two different people. So these are of opposed natures. So Portia here wants to say that don't judge yourself by whatever you have done. Now Aragon. Aragon is saying, what is here? Now he is just reading that scroll. What is written in the scroll? The fire 7 times tried this, 7 times tried that judgment is that did never choose a miss. Some there be that shadows case, some have but a shadow's bliss. The fire 7 times tried this. See, William Shakespeare was very intelligent and he was knowing everything. He is just telling here that whenever silver is manufactured, so it is just kept in the furnace 7 times, and after going into the furnace you know that bhatti wo अंगीठी जो होता है, in 7 times it goes in the furnace, and after going 7 times inside the furnace, then only it is purified, the silver is purified. So whenever someone is taking the judgment, should take the judgment after thinking again and again at least 7 times, person should think over his or her judgment. That was written over the scroll, which was inside the silver casket. So the fire 7 times tried this. This means that silver, no, that was inside the silver casket. So the fire has tried it. The fire has purified this silver casket 7 times. And 7 times tried that judgment is. And you should try your judgment before taking your judgment at least 7 times. Then only there would not have been any mistake. Never choose amiss means you would not have chosen the incorrect casket. But there are some people, those who love their shadow, those who like their shadow, they run after their shadow and they think that my shadow is the reality. No, and some have but a shadow's bliss. And there are some, those who are very happy by looking over their shadow because they think that, oh, this is my reality. But no, that is not the reality, that is their shadow. It means that we should know our reality. We should know that how much intelligent we are. Further, it is written there that there be fools alive, I wish silver over, and so was this. Means there are many foolish people, those who are alive, and they say that my hair has grown silver after so many, after so much experience. Means I know everything, I am very much intelligent, and my hair has not become silver uh, in this way only. Silver means here white. ना सफेद बाल, वी जस्ट से नो दैट इज आवर प्रोवर्ब, जय सफेद बाल क्या धूप में सफेद बाल नहीं हुए, ऐसा कुछ एक कहावत है ना. हाँ, पके बाल जो होते हैं, सफेद बाल होते हैं, दैट मीन्स दैट इज ऑफ द एक्सपीरियंस्ड पीपल. ओके, सो इट इज सेड दैट मैंने धूप में बाल सफेद नहीं किए. यू मस्ट ऑल्सो हैव हर्ड दिस प्रोवर्ब. सो हियर it is written on the scroll that there are many foolish people, those who are alive, and silver over, and so was this. Means they think that my hair has become silver, so I am very much experienced, I am very much intelligent. So it is not necessary that if the hair is silver, if the hair is white, so it is not necessary that the person is also intelligent. So there are many foolish people, those who have silver hair, but they are not intelligent, and so was this. Means in the same way, here also the same condition, silver hair people are considered to be experienced, but they are not always intelligent. Sometimes silver haired people are foolish also. So was this. Means the same thing has happened here, that Prince of Aragon was talking intelligently and was telling and was just interpreting each and every casket. No, he was just reading whatever was written over the casket, whatever was inscribed on the casket. He was just reading everything and was just trying to understand what is the meaning of this. And lastly, whatever he had understood, that silver casket he deserved. No, it means that he was thinking himself to be more intelligent than actually he was. He was thinking that I deserve Portia, and that's why he just chose the silver casket, which was incorrect. Take what wife you will to bed, I will ever be your head, so be gone, you are spared. You are out of this game. You are spared. Whatever you think, but I will be always on your head. It means that you will always think about me. You can never forget me. You will again and again think about me, because I will always remain inside your feelings, your reality. I will always be your head, because there was a blinking idiot's portrait, and it was written there on the scroll. These all things were written there. So be gone, you are spared. You are spared. Now you are out of the game because you have chosen the incorrect casket. So just leave the place. Now Prince of Aragon, after reading this, he is thinking that still more fool I shall appear by the time I linger here. If I will be staying here for more time, so I will be appearing just like, although I have become a foolish person, I have Portia will think me a foolish prince, but if I am staying here more, so linger means stay, so I will appear more foolish. With one fool's head I came to woo, but I go away with two. I have come here to marry Portia with one foolish head, because he was not able to choose the correct casket. No, that's why he's saying with one foolish head, but I'm leaving the place with two foolish head. Which was the other one? The other foolish head was that blinking idiot's portrait, which he had chosen. That's why he's saying that I came to woo, I came to marriage, I came to marriage to Portia with my one foolish head, but now I am going away with two, with these two heads, with one my and one this portrait. I am going. Sweet adieu, I will keep my oath patiently to bear my wrath. And he's saying that, okay, goodbye, I will keep my oath and I will try to bear my wrath means whatever oath I have taken, I will not disclose to anyone. Okay, which casket I had chosen, three oath he had taken in the beginning, so I will not reveal to anyone which casket I had chosen. This was the first oath. Second oath was that I will never marry to any other maiden, any other lady, any other girl, any other princess in my life. Third oath, I have to leave the place immediately without speaking anything, without any expression. And that's why he's saying that, okay, sweet adieu, okay, I'm going, I will keep my oath and I will try to bear this all, whatever is passing, means I am just very sad, but I will not wrath means here, see, wrath 54, yes, misfortune. I will try to bear my wrath means I will bear my misfortune. Exeunt Aragon and Train. Aragon and Train, the Prince of Aragon, just left the place, and Train means other people, those who were there. They were not inside that room, but they were waiting. Train means here the follower. They were waiting for the Aragon. Who was there inside the room? Only Prince of Aragon and Portia was there. So they all left the place. Now, Portia. Portia is saying, thus had the handle sing the moth, oh, these deliberate fools, when they do choose, they have the wisdom by their wit to lose. She is saying that hath means here has. Just like the moth means that insect, whenever it sees the candle, moth, you know that insect, whenever it sees the candle, it goes closer to the candle and it burns its wings. So Portia is saying here that one more moth has burned its wing because it had seen the candle only. Candle means, who is the candle here? Portia is the candle. And who is moth? That Prince of Aragon is moth. So she is saying that, oh, again, thus had the candle sing the moth. Oh, these deliberate fools. Deliberate fools means, oh, these foolish prince, these foolish people, when they are choosing, they have the wisdom by their wit to lose. So much intelligent they are only, that they are choosing every time the incorrect casket. Only that much intelligent they have, that they are again and again not winning. Means different prince are coming, no? So she's talking about Prince of Aragon here. And here they means she's just talking about all those princes, those who have come earlier and were not able to choose the correct casket. So she is saying they have only this much wisdom. Deliberately they are choosing incorrect. They have only this much wit to lose. She is saying that they are just like the moth who deliberately goes near the candle and burn its wing. So these prince, they are also just like those moths. They are deliberately coming to me to marry and are burning their wings, means they are not able to win, but they are doing their harm because they are accepting those three oaths. Out of those three oaths, one oath is that they cannot marry, they will be remain bachelor. So this is the very means lifelong decision it has, whether you have to marry Portia or you cannot marry to anyone. So they are deliberate fools if they are coming. Nerissa is saying, Nerissa, who is Nerissa? Her maid servant, Portia's maid servant. She is saying, the ancient saying is no hearsay. The ancient saying is not false. Hanging and wiving goes by destiny. Hanging means someone who dies, okay, and wiving means someone who gets the wife. Person who is getting the punishment of death and the person who is getting married, both the things only can be done by the luck only. This death and marriage both are the matter of fate. Luckily we get the good wife. The person who just wants to marry, he gets the good wife only by luck. And if a person is about to die, so that is only by his luck only or by his fate only. So this is an ancient saying. Nerissa is saying, Nerissa the maid servant is saying that this old saying, that this old proverb is not wrong, that hanging and wiving goes by destiny. Hanging means death, wiving means what? Marriage. Both are just only and only by the, both are matter of fate. Okay. Portia is saying, come draw the curtain, Nerissa. Again the curtain was just those three caskets, the curtain was just drawn, removed, no, so that Prince of Aragon may come and select one correct casket. But again the curtain was drawn. If again any prince will come, again that curtain will be opened, no, for another prince. So Portia is saying, come draw the curtain, Nerissa. In the meanwhile, a messenger enters. Messenger, where is my lady? Portia, here, what would my lord? See, Portia's expression, Portia's just word, when she is using this word, my lord, it means that she is in a light mood. She also was not willing to marry Prince of Aragon. Okay, because she has also said no once, too long a pause. In this way, she's told, too long a pause. If you remember, she had said when Prince of Aragon was taking the decision, so this dialogue was of Portia's dialogue. And she is in a light mood because she also doesn't want to marry that prince who is not intelligent. And that's why she is speaking in this way. She is speaking to his messenger, Lord. The word Lord tells us that she was in a light mood and she was happy that Prince of Aragon has not chosen the correct casket. Why? Because Portia wanted to marry Bassanio. Bassanio is another character who is not in scene 9. That's why you won't be able to read about Bassanio here. Now what messenger is saying? Madam, there is alighted at your gate a young Venetian, one that comes before to signify the approaching of his lord. Messenger is giving the message that, Madam, at your gate a young Venetian is waiting. He has arrived and he has come before, means that messenger has brought the news of his lord's arrival, means any other prince is coming, and before the arrival of the prince a messenger has come. Okay, and he has come with the from whom he bringeth sensible regrets, to wit, besides comments and courteous breath. And that messenger, okay, another messenger who has just come before the prince, that messenger, this messenger is of Portia, this one messenger is of Portia, okay, and this messenger is talking about another messenger, another person, another person who has come on his horseback. No, because earlier they were coming on the horse. So another young Venetian is coming, and with whom he has brought the sensible regrets. Many greetings he has brought. He has also brought many good compliments and courteous breath. Means this messenger, this prince, whosoever is coming, he is coming in this way that direct he is not coming. Before his arrival, he has sent a messenger, and this messenger has uh, has brought with him the good wishes, the greetings, okay, the additional compliments. He has a kind way of speaking, okay, you have seen. So this messenger has brought very courteous words. He has also brought gifts of rich value, yet I have not seen. And Portia's messenger is praising that this prince's messenger has brought gifts of rich value also. He has brought the sensible greetings also, the compliments also. His way of speaking is also very soft, means continuously the messenger is praising to that prince's messenger. He is praising further and is saying, so likely an ambassador of love, a day in April never came so sweet to show how costly summer was at hand, and as this four-spearer come before his lord. Four-spearer means the man on the horseback. So likely an ambassador of love. I have not seen such an ambassador of love, such soft spoken people, such softly, such what we can say, good people I have not seen. A day in April, he is just like a day in April, means just before summer. Also in our India also, before summer there is a season of April. No, so a day in April, April means whenever the flowers blooms, no, that is blossoms, no, flowers blossoms, so that is the day of April. So it has just like the day of April, and no one has came earlier in such a sweet way to tell how costly summer was at hand, because summer season is not bearable. No one can bear the summer season, but before that April season comes. So that's why he is just like the April season before his prince arrival, before his master's arrival. It tells that the four spurrer tells, four spurrer means that the person who has come before his master's arrival tells that summer season will be good this time. His lord will be very very soft spoken, because this messenger of the lord of the prince is soft spoken. It means that his lord will also be soft spoken. Okay, so here Portia's messenger is praising to whom? To another prince's messenger who has come to participate in the quiz, in the lottery system, which Portia's father has devised that lottery system. Whosoever will choose the correct casket, the casket in which Portia's picture is there, will be able to marry my daughter Portia. So another prince has come to try his luck. Okay. So Portia's messenger is talking about that prince's messenger and is praising. Now Portia is saying, No more, I pray thee, I am half afeard. Thou wilt say, anon, he is some kin to thee. Portia is saying, no, no, I don't want to pray anymore. Please, because I am very much afraid. And the way you are praising, very soon you will say that he is your relative. Thou wilt say, anon. Thou wilt say, anon means very soon. I think that very soon you will say that he is some kin. Kin means he is your relative. Thee means yours. He is your one of your relative. The way you are praising, do you know him? How you are praising? Is he your any relative? So please don't talk about any. Don't talk more about that messenger who has come. Thou spendest such high David in praising him. You have spent, you are just praising the prince in such an intelligent way that I think that you will just pass half of your day in praising that prince's messenger who is coming. So here, uh, Portia is saying that stop praising him and send that messenger. Now she is telling, come, come, Nerissa, for I long to see quick Cupid post that comes so mannerly. And this Nerissa is Portia's maid servant. So Portia is saying, come, Nerissa, come, because I also want to see that Cupid means here, see, Cupid is our messenger, Roman god of love. Okay, Cupid is considered to be Roman god. Have you seen the picture of Cupid? If you have not seen, you just pick any greeting card. Okay, at the back of the greeting card, there is a child with the wings. That is believed to be the messenger of love. So Portia is saying, come, Nerissa, come, because I am also willing to see such messenger of love who has come in such a nice way. So mannerly. So mannerly means who has come in such a grand style. Okay, that is his style, that he has not come straightway to me, but before his arrival, that prince whosoever is coming, before his arrival, he has sent his messenger, and his messenger has brought the good wishes, the compliments, everything. So, in such a grand manner, whosoever is coming, come, Nerissa, I also want to see that Cupid's post, that messenger of love. I am also eager to see whosoever is coming. Now, Nerissa is praying, Bassanio, Lord love, if thy will it be. And Nerissa, the maid servant, she is praying that, oh my Lord, oh my God, maybe this prince, whosoever is coming, maybe he may be Bassanio. My God, because Nerissa knows that Portia wants to marry Bassanio only. So Nerissa is saying, if thy will it be, means, oh God, maybe I wish that Bassanio may be the next prince. So Nerissa is saying this. Excellent. And they both left the place. Up to here only, children, your scene 9 is there. Act 2, scene 9. That is finished. Your chapter is also finished. After that, what happened? If you want to know, you have to go through, because this is very exciting and very interesting chapter. So if you want to know, of course, whenever I get time, I will tell you more about this. But right now, I have to finish your syllabus. That's why this act 9, act 2 and scene 9 is finished up to here. What is the message of the chapter? Conceited choices are not the basis of worthwhile relationships. Means whenever we choose anything, there is not on the basis of, those choices are not on the basis of any relationship. Whether we are going to marry, whether we are going to make our friend, whether we are going to do any job. So whatever we choose, that is not on the basis of any worthwhile relationship. We should choose ourselves. We should choose whatever thing we want to choose on the basis of our talent only. Okay, children, that is the end of the chapter. I have told you earlier about William Shakespeare, and now this is our question answer which we will be discussing in our next class. Okay, you have to go through the lines which I have given you, and you also have to go through regarding the question answers. First, try to solve these question answer yourself, so that whenever we are discussing the question answer, you can understand it well. Okay, children, goodbye. Take care.